We all went in for breakfast, and now we're back out. And real big yard. They can actually spend some time away from each other. And the only bad part is when I get a dog that won't come when it calls its name. I remember one time a friend of mine showed up here and I told him, give me an hour heads up call. And well, he didn't. He stood up on the balcony, and I had a boxer that, pretty sure was a boxer. It took me 45 minutes to finally get the dog. Just like if you saw the video earlier, maybe 2 videos earlier about Abby, how I had to walk Abby down. I don't chase him, I just corner him down. But it took about 45 minutes, and my friend goes, just forget it, just forget it. Dude, if you forget it, they win. If they win, they remember, and then next time. So, just like raising kids, it's hard to raise kids because you feel like you're being mean to them. But you know, rules, limits, and boundaries is where it's at. And if you establish them early enough, and they all understand or somewhat understand them, then eventually an issue arises. They already know what the rules and limits and boundaries are. It's not something new. One example I can think of is if you have daughters and you tell them, well, you can't go out on a date until I meet the boy, you make all these things up. Well, if you let the rules be known a few years ahead of time and anticipate what's going to happen, then it's not a surprise. The kids know what the rules are, the dogs know what the rules are. Speaking of rules, Mike, knock it off. Mike I'll let out here and play in the yard probably another day, tomorrow. Just give these guys a chance to burn off their energy. Look at that. See? This takes a day. It takes a day for them to realize it's okay. I don't impose my will on them to greet them and force them to do what they want. I want them to do. I'll let them do it, in time. But there are rules, limits, and boundaries. I mean, if there's some issues, I address it immediately. Oh, here's Spot. Spot came out of hibernation. Spike. Buck is playing with Ozzy. Ozzy on the right. Buck is a little bigger. I used to laugh. I think last time Buck was here, I go, the buck stops here. And speaking of stopping here, Jake, you're young. Someone's going to turn around and nip you and let you know that's unacceptable. Dakota, they're playing. Dakota wants to do some gripping. See, this kind of barking is acceptable. They're playing around. Doggy jail, not acceptable. I mean, you can't blame the dog for sitting in doggy jail barking, so it's no point even doing it. Other than Mike over there. See? This is Jake. Jake is young. Jake is trying to push his way. So that's acceptable. That was okay. Ozzy was letting Jake know that that's not acceptable. Oh, you're just a big old puppy, aren't you, huh? Big old puppy. Oh, you just got schooled. Ozzy schooled you. nobody was really aggressive. I mean, that's, you know, I don't consider that aggressive. I just call that, you know, setting the rules, limits, and boundaries. For the most part, that's kind of what I do, but you don't hear me, you know, growling and barking like that. I just do it with following them down, kind of humiliating them, laying them down on the ground, and they go, oh, why am I being laid down? Into a submissive state. Right, Abby? Huh, Abby? Yeah, we're talking about you. Can you tell the difference now? I'm not upset. You're okay? Abby's like, I'm not sure yet. Abby's a real good dog. Abby's been coming for quite a few years now. Call Abby the running dog. Yes? Just because you did it to Jake once doesn't mean I'm going to let you do it to somebody else. I know if they deserve it, that's okay, but I'm here for that. That's my job. You don't take my job away from me, Ozzy. Okay? This is Bacardi, by the way. I keep saying this Springer, and Bailey is the German Shepherd. And I finally got it. This is Bacardi rum, and that's Bailey's Irish cream. I don't know what that says about the owners. Of course, who am I to talk? Where's my dog? JD! JD! There's JD. That's my dog. And who am I to talk? Can anyone guess what JD stands for? In fact, wow, we got a birthday. I believe it's actually today. Oh, what a dad I am. JD, come here. I got one handful of a poop bucket and a pooper scooper. All right, let me set that down. Come here, JD. Hey. Well, I shouldn't say it's JD's birthday today, but it is the day I found JD. 2005, right before Thanksgiving, I was going up to the Old West Ranch to see how many miles it was from the nearest fire station, and I did the mileage on it, like 5 miles to the nearest fire station. And as I was turning around the back gate, I see this black and white little fuzzball come out from under the gate. I thought it was a rabbit. I mean, I just like, oh my gosh, it was a big fuzzy rabbit. And I opened my door and I said, come here. And JD came right to me. I picked up JD and brought JD home. And I got a photograph the day I took him home. I'll have to put that online. I'll share that. But anyhow, the road that all the locals call that I found JD on was Jack Daniels Road. So I called him JD because he was found on Jack Daniels Road. Somehow the dog already went home. Bandy, they found Bandy on Banducci. So Bandy already went home. So Bandy for Banducci, JD for Jack Daniels. But when all the kids asked me, what does JD stand for? Oh, it's real quick. It stands for John Deere. So JD is John Deere to the kids, and I know the truth. We'll just leave it at that. Well, oh my gosh, I can't believe how time flies. Folks, I thoroughly enjoy this out here with the dogs. You know, we're up to 10 minutes already. I apologize for these videos going so long, but I'm long-winded. And I don't type, so I can't put it all down on paper. going to be tired. A lot of dogs go home on Monday, back to LA on Monday. So when they get home, the regular customers know they'll be tired. Hey, Buck. Alrighty. Hey, JD, can I end on you since it's your birthday? Come here, JD. Country Oaks Bed and Biscuit Inn. Come here. There's always room at the end for your good birthday boy. JD is my good birthday boy. Farmer Paul signing off.